Hello YouTube, this is the Copernicus and you're watching my Let's Play of Tech World 2. So, I've got a little bit further on my factory here. I showed this off a little bit, but I added a little bit more. I think I pretty much had all of that. I worked a little bit up here. I've got kind of mob drops up here, going into food. And then on this side is kind of plant type stuff. I have some saplings. Sugarcane seeds, mushrooms, flowers, all that fun stuff. So I did all that. I moved a little bit of stuff up here. I got labels for my from Bibliocraft for my deep storage unit, so I can see what's in there. And if you shift right click, that's how you open up a wooden label. And if you just have one thing in there, it makes pretty much the whole size. And if you have like 3 things or 2 things in there, they're a little bit smaller. So as long as you have one, you can see them pretty clearly. It's not too bad. I have a second spot for my turtles now. Actually, they should be just about done. Yeah, they're done now. Okay, so let me just grab these guys. They should be pretty much out of fuel. I played it kind of close. I was cautious with it, but yeah, they made it out just fine. Take this back. Take my turtles. I'll just take all this stuff. Tesseract back. And that should be it for that spot. I did all 4, I did a square of that, so all that little spot there is gone out of ores. But yeah, I did all 4 of those spots with a tesseract, so I didn't just keep them in a chest. I had the chest output to a tesseract, and that's this one right here. I'll put it into this chest, and everything gets sucked out from it. Worked like a charm. Literally, the only thing that that didn't go into a deep storage unit or a barrel was some stuff. Let's see. I guess it was just these from mine shaft it found. So I had some tracks and some fences. But other than that, everything already had its place. So at least I know I can run turtles, and all I really have to do is monitor how full the barrels are getting and apply upgrades as I see fit. And that shouldn't be too hard. I'm not getting anywhere near close to full on anything. So I'm doing pretty good. I got my my processing a little bit more set up. So like I said, oh yeah, I mentioned earlier that I was going to use these Arctic gates to stop my engines when they're full, and apparently they do not connect to the thermal expansion energy cells. For some reason I thought they did earlier. I know they're Buildcraft, this is thermal expansion, but I thought they played nice, and apparently they don't. So I was unable to use those at all. Probably use them later for something else, I'm sure, but what I wound up doing, oh yeah, and by the way, I made both of these energy cells. And just for a note, this one here is set to output to this one. So this one will always fill up first, and this one will have nothing until this is full, and then it fills up. And then I use my old hardened energy cell. I'll probably use that as like portable RF, redstone flux energy when I need it on the go kind of thing. But honestly, as far as my armor is concerned, I'm doing great. I haven't had to refill my jetpack or anything once since I installed that solar unit in my helmet, so that's awesome. But I did find out a way around having to shut my engines off manually, and it's with RedNet. Personally, until this very moment, I have never used RedNet, so I kind of had to follow the instructions closely, but I found a nice little imager album that showed me how to set it up, and I'll link that in the description so you can see how to set up the same thing in case I don't explain it well on your own. So first of all, I have a comparator, and the redstone energy cell will output an amount of redstone signal equal to like how much percentage it is full. And like I said, this one will always fill up first, so really we only have to be concerned about this one. So I have a comparator, and when it's full, it's outputting a lot of redstone, and when it's empty, it's outputting none. So this cable connects to the comparator on the output, so it's outputting there, and then into the programmable RedNet controller. Like I said, I haven't played too much with RedNet, but this looks to me, looking at all the items in RedNet, I guess it's actually from Mine Factory Reloaded, but the RedNet portion of it. This looks to be like the powerhouse that, like, it requires a diamond, I think, and a few other things, so it was sort of expensive, but it's like the powerhouse of everything you do with RedNet, and it's like very, very programmable. And then from the controller, I ran the RedNet cable into each of the magmatic dynamos on both sides, and you can see I have some more space here that I can just keep making dynamos if I want. But these 6 seem to be doing the job pretty well. Now, as far as the programming thing goes, if I open this up here, I'll go to the first page. Like I said, there's a very good Imager album that I will link in the description that shows exactly how to do this. Basically, you have what's coming in on the right side and input-output on the right side, and that's the part with all the computer chip stuff on the inside where you can see into it. That's the front. So the right side, and this is color coded. I didn't need to since I was only doing one thing, but you can color code these wires if you right click them with a wrench. So anyways, on the right side, it's going to compare this. Is it less than or equal to a constant number of 1? And Redstone has a single signal from 0 to 16, I believe, how strong the redstone signal is. And the comparator, it goes by percentages. So 1 means, when this is outputting 1, sorry, this is kind of hard to explain. When this is outputting 1, it means it's 10% full. And when it's outputting, it must not be an exact percentage, because when it's outputting 90%, it does a 14 strength signal, I believe. 14 or 15, we'll see here in a second. Anyways, it's comparing the two, if it's less than or equal to that. And then if we go next here, and you're assigning that to variable 0. And then, again, if it's greater than or equal to a constant 14, you're assigning that to 1. And then there's a gate that I don't fully understand because I don't know what SR stands for. But you're basically comparing the two you're inputting the two variables, and then the output here up is white. So basically, what's going to happen here after you program all that is that when this energy cell is at 10%, so say it's at 10% energy, remember this one will always be at 100%. When it's at 10%, it will turn all these engines on by, this is going to sound really weird, but by not applying a redstone signal. These are set to low, so when they receive a signal, they stop. If they don't receive a signal, they go. So when this dips below 10%, it will release or stop outputting a redstone signal. I really wish I had some way to see if it was outputting redstone, like it would light up or something, but unfortunately they don't. Or maybe there's a way to see it, but I didn't get that deep into it. So below 10%, stops sending out a redstone signal, and these engines will start up. And they will keep going until this reaches 90% full, and then it starts the redstone signal, which will stop the engines, and again it will let it go back down to 10%. It's kind of like trigger, so it'll go up to 90, and then it'll stop generating power. My machines will use it. It'll go down to 10%, kick it on, go all the way back up to 90, and then stop it again until it hits 10, and just keeps on doing that. I had a little bit of trouble with mine, but it seemed to be working now because they were on, but something was weird with my comparator. I had to like break it and replace it, but then it kind of reinitialized, stopped the engines, and everything seems to be working just fine now. So, like I said, I'll link the Imager thing in the description so you guys can see how to do that better. And then with this portion of it, I did have chests. Like I have 2 pulverizers now. I had a chest that they output to, 2 redstone furnaces. I had a chest that they output to, and so on and so forth. And I was going to take everything from those chests and put it into the tesseract. But then I realized if I had item ducts running down here anyways, I could just take them straight from the machine. You don't need a redstone signal on the item duct or a servo or anything, as long as you have the output to where the item duct is, and have the item duct set on the right setting here. It'll be default like that, and that's going in. Right click it with a wrench, now it's coming out. And as long as you have the output set to the bottom or wherever your item duct is, it'll automatically output, and you don't have to suck it out or anything. So anyways, I just thought, oh, I'll save on some servos. And I have all these outputting into the Tesseract, which is connected to the same channel as the one over there is. So anything that gets cooked or pulverized or induction smelted will get sent over there. And it's kind of a, you win some, you lose some. I mean, it's a good thing that it will constantly take it out, and I won't have to worry about them stopping ever, because they'll just constantly flow through, especially if I put some hoppers on top of here or whatnot, which I probably will. But yeah, they'll always have some place to go. The downside is, like, I can't have a chest here and like quickly cook one thing and then open the chest to grab it before it gets sucked away. I mean, you could always just quick do that and then you could take it, but who wants to do that? You guys know what I mean. It's just kind of a little nuisance, but it's fine. I can just as once I have stuff getting pulverized and put it into the furnace right when it comes in, I shouldn't ever have to really go over here too often, besides maybe the induction smelter, because that's pretty specific stuff, but I should just be able to look on my shelves and pick some things out. So I think the next step while I keep filling in my barrels with different materials and whatnot, is to get the ME part of it going, because I really want to start auto crafting things. So what that kind of means is a lot of Certus quartz. I didn't really think about exactly how much storage buses it's going to take. And I'm not regretting that I did this setup, because it looks cool, and it looks very much like how I had my very first Feed the Beast world back in Minecraft before AE existed. So it's kind of neat to have that again and be able to look at all your stuff and displayed nicely. But it is also very nice to have everything craftable at the tip of your fingers. So we're going to get the best of both worlds, hopefully, and just put storage buses on all these barrels, or at least the most important ones, that is, for crafting. So hopefully I'm going to start looking at exactly the numbers that I'll need to craft those and get back to you when I have some sort of an update. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back to show you pretty much the extent of my programming skills. I mean, I know a little bit more than this, but I only know Python, and you program computers from Computercraft and Lua, so it's a little challenging for me, but it wasn't very hard to do this, so I just thought I'd show you. I was getting tired of refueling my turtles manually, I had like 12 buckets, and I'd just right click them all, get them all filled up, go to the turtle, put them in, type in refuel all, and do that again, and it just got kind of annoying. So I have this little setup here now. I might make it look prettier in the future, maybe put tubes below the turtle or whatever, but I have an autonomous activator here. It's right clicking on this tank, and so it's not doing anything right now, but you'll see that when an empty bucket comes in, so an empty bucket gets sucked from the turtle, when an empty bucket comes in here, it'll right click it, fill it up with lava, and then this is the output here for the autonomous activator, and I have it set to only export lava buckets. So like it'll right click, fill it up with lava, and once it turns into a lava bucket, it can be taken out and dumped into this chest here, as you see. And the turtle, what he's going to do is he's going to take that lava bucket, use it, and then here is another item duct that's interacting with the turtle, and it's set to only take empty buckets from the turtle and put them into the autonomous activator. And so my little super nice code here, basically, it does a while true do, and that pretty much creates an infinite loop. And so turtle.suck will take an item, take the item from the inventory it's facing and put it in the turtles. It does turtle.refuel, it gets the fuel bucket, it uses it or whatever, and then it prints the fuel level so I can look on the turtle how, stop it when it wants to be done. And there's no option to stop this, so you pretty much have to hold Control and T, which terminates the program. So, I mean, you could make it a lot nicer and whatnot. And it just kind of happens to work that it can, by the time it gets it and uses it, the impulse item duct takes it out before it grabs a new bucket, or else it might not work quite the way it does. So it just kind of happens to work, but that's all I really needed to do. I think I'm just going to show you guys with the new turtle because this one has plenty of fuel. Oh shoot, which one did I get? Let me check out here. Okay, so this is the turtle. Which one's this one? We have the chopper. So we need the digger. Alright, so we're going to put him here. Make a program called lava. While true do turtle.suck refuel, and then print turtle.get fuel level, and then end. Alright, so you should be able to just type in lava and it should start doing its thing. You don't need all these lava buckets, but I think you need at least 4 or 5 to keep the whole system running, because there's about 4 buckets in the system at any given time, so you want to make sure you always have those. So lava, you can see there the buckets are coming in, it's refueling, it's instantly getting sucked out, and you can kind of see the buckets there in the item ducts, and you'll see it constantly prints out the fuel level. So all I have to do is sit here and wait for it to get up to a number that I want it to, pretty much. And you can see here it's keeping up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you need about 5 buckets at least to make this whole thing kind of work. And it would go faster if like the turtle was closer to the activator and stuff. And I'm sure you could make it so that maybe you don't even need all these stuff. You just need the turtle and autonomous activator. But it's easier this way. Oh, look at that. We have 60,000 fuel. I think that should be plenty. So yeah, I just hold Control T and it does its thing. I can put this back in there. And we have our chest full of lava again. So I might just keep this little setup here for now. Comes in super, super handy. I just didn't think about it before. So now I can just do that when I want my turtles to get full of power. And you could even integrate this into some sort of system. Like, if I really tried, I might be able to get it so when the turtle is out of fuel, like say it starts the quarry like somewhere over here or whatever. If you did a really big like quarry and you wanted to be able to get fuel on demand, you could have the turtle come to this specific spot and just wait here and run that program until the fuel level is whatever you want it to be, and then return its quarrying. But we're not going to do that because we don't need to, because I'm just doing little small quarries at a time. But this next one might be a little bit bigger, just since I have everything automated. I've got a ton of fuel now. I can have everything shipped back to here, not clogging up chests. So I might start up a decent sized quarry a little bit further away so I don't wreck anything. It's a nice view of the desert temple. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that in case whoa, little frame rate issue. Yeah, I just want to show you guys that in case you wanted to know, I guess. So I'll be back when I'm ready for another update. Back for a quick update, guys. So I set up my turtles in the ominous woods over there, thinking maybe that I'd make some sort of more easy way to kill Enderman, since it'll clear out most of it. I realize I'll have to clear out a bunch too, but good as place as any. And when I was over there, I found another desert temple, which had a division sigil in it, and I need this to craft the unstable ingot, and they're only findable in chests. And I activated it using the ritual. Basically what you have to do, in case you don't know, it'll pretty much tell you everything if you put an enchantment table down and shift right click the division sigil on it. Basically you need grass, it needs to be midnight, you put a ring of redstone right around the enchantment table, and then you have to kill something at midnight on the enchantment table. So I just took a sheep and killed it on the enchantment table, and that got it activated. And you get 256 uses with it, which is more than enough in my opinion. But there is a little bit of problem. So basically, if you don't know, when you craft an unstable ingot, you have 10 seconds to craft it into what you want to use, or it explodes and you die. So it's pretty extreme, but it makes some really awesome stuff. The thing is, people since there's so many different mods that use automatic crafting type things, like even just this, being able to put stuff in here, walk away, that kind of messes with the intended use. And I totally see where the mod author was going with this. He just tried to do his best to ban anything like that, using like applied energistics or anything that automatically crafts, basically, to craft this. So yeah, like I said, I can see where he's coming from, but the thing is, the exact mod, which is, you can see up on the top there, the exact mod replaces the vanilla crafting table with the exact crafting table, or whatever you want to call it, so that you can do this with a normal vanilla crafting table, which is great and all until it comes into conflict with crafting the ingots. So you can see there, I'll show you again, that's the recipe to make an unstable ingot. Iron ingot, activated division sigil, diamond. Iron ingot, activated division sigil, diamond. And nothing, because, in his attempt to block being able to craft a bunch of them and not have to go through the pressure of crafting something before they explode, turns out you cannot, as far as I've seen so far, I can't craft these anyway. I've tried with my applied energistics table, I've tried with this pocking crafted table here, I've tried with the tinker's tables, like I just showed you, I tried with that. Just nothing is working for me, and it's really annoying. So if you guys know of any way to do that, I would be happy to hear it. But unfortunately, I really do need a builder's wand. That's what I was going to make. So I'm just showing you guys so you don't, think that anything's up. I'm going to go into cheat mode. Give myself a builder's wand. Then I'm going to delete the diamond, delete the iron, delete a stick, which is everything you'd need to make the builder's wand. So it really kills me to do that, but I need the builder's wand. It would have been easy to build. It's only one unstable ingot, so it would have been hard. So unfortunately, that's the way it has to be. But like I said, if anyone knows a way in Tech World 2 to craft those, please let me know, because I wouldn't feel right about crafting like a portal to the deep dark or something where you need a lot of unstable ingots for, like an unstable ingot block, portal to the deep dark, because those are a little bit closer to call. And I just don't want to give myself those. I want to actually, go through the intenseness of blowing up in 10 seconds if I don't use it. So yeah, please let me know if you guys find anything. Link me to a page that shows how to do it. But yeah, I searched and I didn't find anything. So there you go. Got a builder's wand now, and in case you guys don't know what it does, basically it helps you build. So you can see the outlines of the blocks there. It can build 9 blocks at a time in any given direction. So like you can see here, it would build these 9 blocks. And as long as you have the material that you're looking at in your inventory, you can build it. So if I right click here, it'll build it. And if I think you can like shift right click, I don't know, I'm not 100% familiar with it. I think if you do like this, I don't know, there's a way to just build a line at a time. But anyways, yeah, that's what it does. Super helpful for building and whatnot. But yeah, I just need it. It doesn't take durability, which is awesome. There's other few materials. I also want to get like, maybe not the sword, but the pick is awesome. The shovel is awesome. They all have like special abilities. The shovel, it just destroys anything it can dig, like dirt and sand and stuff. It just destroys it, but it's super quick. So that's what that's about. Destruction pickaxe. Oh yeah, and if you like run into gravel or stuff and you mine it underground, it will destroy all the gravel above that too, which is awesome. So you don't have to worry about gravel falling down. Destruction pickaxe mines cobble super quick, but that's the only thing it mines super quick. It will not really mine anything else with any sort of speed, which is cool because if you're strip mining, you can just plow through, and then when it stops mining, you've come to some kind of ore or something like that, so you can switch to like a fortune pick and use that. This axe, I know it heals the undead or something like that. I haven't used that one. And and the reversing hoe takes tilled dirt and puts it back to normal, which is kind of weird. But yeah, these things are super awesome. But yeah, like I said, unfortunately, that had to be the case. But anyways, I wanted to push on, so I just did that. Yeah, that was about it for now. I don't think I have much else to share. I crafted another chunk loader for one for here now, and now I can take one with me to my my turtle. I guess I'll show you guys. Hopefully this stayed the way it was. It didn't, unfortunate. So this is where I did the ritual here, and it turns all the land around it. You can see like in this kind of an area here, turns it into this cursed earth, which spawns mobs like crazy. So you make sure to get out of the way when you're. You can actually do this. That's neat. I'm gonna try to protect that. Well, this doesn't matter anymore. Anyways, what I was gonna try to do is maybe make some sort of just a vanilla mob spawner for fun. So I covered this whole area, hoping that, because I think it's supposed to only catch on fire when it's looking at the sun, and they're not, so that's unfortunate. But if I get another one, I'll make sure to read up on how to keep this cursed earth, and maybe make some sort of a neat vanilla mob spawner, even though I really don't need it. I might do something fun with some extra utilities. But yeah, that's it for now. I'll come back when I'm ready for another update. Well, guys, I went over my scheduled time as usual, but no biggie. Really no updates. I've just kind of been busy, but I've been using my turtles. They kind of got stuck because I quit out of my world and reloaded it, and like slept my computer while Minecraft was still running. It just kind of bugged it out. Really, the only thing that I've actually done besides just watch my turtles since my last update was this. And all this is I have a transfer node that's getting cobble, and it's sending it equally into all these, which seem to be not be able to keep up. These are auto workbenches from Buildcraft. It's basically the same setup I had before to make my compressed cobble for all this seared stone. But yeah, these were slow, so I tried what did I try? Some stampers or packagers or something, but and they were much quicker. It was almost instant. It took maybe a second, and these take quite a bit longer. But I couldn't. I tried to pull out of every side, and with many different things, I tried Buildcraft to pull it out, to pull items out to go from compressed cobble to double compressed cobble and so forth like this. I tried these transfer nodes with a filter just to take out the compressed cobble. I tried just regular item ducts with servos and filters, and just nothing seemed to work. But it's not like I really need it. I'm really just doing this for fun, I guess. Oh good, this is done. I can make my last. There we go. I'm at quintuple compressed cobblestone. It looks like I'll have about 2 of them. So that's neat. Yeah, no real reason there, just felt like doing it. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. I think I'm gonna go with the schedule of after going through a little over a week of doing this. I think I might do every Monday, Wednesday, Friday for a video. If that sounds good to you guys. Doing a video every day is just proven to be a bit too much with being a full-time student and having a part-time job. So yeah, like I said, I think probably Monday, Wednesday, Friday would be good. But yeah, that's about it for now. So remember to like it, share it with your friends. Stay tuned, I guess, Wednesday for the next video. And remember, the cake is a lie.